All right, welcome back to part 2 of our Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So we did this earlier, and now you'll get to see what the other side will become. And I'm looking forward to this because, in case y'all haven't guessed it, it is going to be the Celtic Guardian. This is my buddy's favorite card, favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character, favorite monster. And I am finally, after 4 or 5 years, getting onto this project because I wanted to make this for him several years ago. But life happens, things go on, gets drug out. But I'm finally, like I said, I'm getting committed to this thing and we're going for it. So we are finally going to tackle this. I know he's waiting. And the funniest part was, it was maybe two to 3 months ago, we were running at the park, and he just randomly says, "You got my card?" That same day is when I started working on it, and you'll see here that we've got it out. I should have probably recorded, but I put some trace paper over it, that way I can get the lines right. And I was actually going to just do thick paint, as far as brushing and the thicker stuff like basics, liquid text. But I'm going to challenge myself to do this with the airbrush. I think because animated characters always have the black lines around them everywhere, that my paints will let my pencil marking show through, and I think it'll actually help. So without further ado, you know what the first step is. We got to get our material. So as you know, our paper towels. We got le agua, le alcohol. We need our brushes, some paint, some more paint, some more paint, and even more paint. And yes, we will even throw in just a little bit more paint. Obviously, we need our mixers and our cups. But we will also get our buddy Slothy and a little snacky. I don't know at what point, but I've bent the tip. It's very minuscule, but I wondered why it was just a little difficult working on some of this. Oh, airbrush. If you catch my drift. Let's try to fix this. Whew, all right. Let's get back at it. If you catch my drift. So this is where I'm going to start putting like this bass tones down. And this is where I got to condition my head to not see the final product as I put this down or the mistakes of where they go. Just to trust the process that when you come back over with the highlights or the dark tones and all that, that it'll work out the end result. So right now we're just getting the bass down. It's harder up here said than done, but we're going to do it. Trying to keep it to myself. Feet right next to me, come on. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's quite a bit of progress right now. My back is hurting just from leaning over and covering up. There's a lot of overspray, which tends to happen. I don't know if it's because I'm not thinning correctly or whatever it is. But I went back over to cover the overspray. The last base color is the metal brush silver trim on it. I don't know if I'm going to do that now or if I'll go do the other highlights real quick. But we're taking a break. Did you know? that I don't really have a ton of experience doing this. So like to see this taped off and it looked kind of ugly, but every time I pull it off, you see it reveal under the actual highlights and stuff. Kind of work. And the reference photo, I mean, you can't compare digital art when you're doing it in front of your face. But man, every time I pull the tape off, I'm getting a little more excited. This is cool. Oh boy, here comes the scary part. I've not really done skin tones that much, so we gonna sit around and find out. Next to me, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that it ain't perfect by no means, but it was way better than I thought it was. And the way it looked with all the tape on it, I really doubted it. But I'm looking at it, and we're getting close to that finish line. And oh, I'm getting excited. This is actually turning out pretty sweet. So at this point, we're crashing into a late part of the night. Before we tackle all this white space, I'm just gonna go through, touch up these little spots where the color overlaid into the white. And I figured out this hair, I just did these lines a little too thick. And I was thinking about just respraying over it and doing it all, but we're just going to go through and go over with the same colors just to try to thin out the lines instead of try to redo it, because I actually like the shading job and it works. So we are going to fast forward into that white parts over there as I just get these little details done. So. One little twist we're going to change here is in the center little medallion piece. And my buddy likes to compete in competitions like jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and all that fun stuff. So in honor of his competition and the medals he's placed, we're going to put a little N right here with gold around it. That way it'll kind of pop and it'll relate to him just a little bit. If you catch my drift. Man, let me tell you, I'm getting really excited on how this is turning out. We are done with the painting. So a little bit ago, we made this. But what I did want to tell you is I wanted to combine them to make them into one actual Yu-Gi-Oh card. So we're going to do that next, and then we'll get our final slothy shots. Okay, so the thought process is we're going to take each side. We're going to cover it with the wax paper, like parchment paper. That way nothing sticks. Because when I tested this and tried it, it actually ripped up some of the gesso. And then we're going to put a board on each side and then try to C-clamp it after we try to attach it with some Gorilla Glue and some spray adhesive. So this might be overkill, yes. And I'm not playing. Look at me. When I say I am very, very, very paranoid of messing this up after putting all this work into it. So let's put it together and see how it works out. On your feet right next to me, come on. All right, so after that heart attack, we got that done. The thought process with using the boards is that when you put the pressures on each corner here, the pressure will spread across the 2x4s. That way it's not isolated on each point, and then the centers pop where it's like looped. So Hopefully it spreads it out, nothing sticks. That's why we got the wax paper. We're gonna let that sit overnight. Hopefully this works out. Let me tell you, I am both nervous and excited to pop this thing open. It's the moment of truth. Truth. Look at me, truth. Moment of truth. Let's open this thing up. And oh man, if this thing stays together well, I'll be so excited. Now, of course, I ain't gonna show you the other side yet. It ain't time for the sexy, slothy shots yet. But it's looking pretty damn good. It doesn't look like it bled through the back and damaged the front, so that's awesome. There might be a little couple scuffs, but I think I can polish that out. As far as alignment goes, it's you really can't get much better than that, man. Oh, this worked. Oh my God, it worked. We're going to give it one last little polish up, and then we'll get the final sexy shots. Slothy. The final slothy shots. Oh, look, I'm too excited about this. Kaiba. As predicted, I knew you'd manage to bring out your blue eyes, white dragon. But I have an ace up my sleeve. Unfortunately, your blue eyes won't be enough for the Cosmic Guardian.